Alrighty, welcome to our unit recaps, where in this one we'll be going over Unit 1 on Native Americans. So this story actually starts on the right side of the map over here, in Asia, where humans were moving around pretty freely. However, this story starts about 40,000 years ago, when there was no technology, there were no boats that would help people travel from the Europe, Asia, Africa side of the Earth over to the Americas. So when this guy gets to the tip of Asia over there, he doesn't have anywhere else to go. That is up until an ice age occurs, where the temperature of the planet gets a lot colder, which causes the top part of the Earth to freeze. This creates a bridge of ice that people can walk across. But because the Earth is round, and because leaving the map on one side causes you to come out on the other, this freezes over all the way from Asia to Alaska. And that does mean what you think it means, is that this guy can leave, crossing over this bridge, and he comes out on the other side, being able to step foot into the Americas for the first time. And now this is what we're talking about. We're talking about Paleo-Indians. That's what this guy is. Paleo-Indians, the first humans to step foot into the Americas, in about 38,000 BCE, or before the year 1. These people were hunter-gatherers. That means that the way that they got food is by hunting and by gathering. It's right in the name. And then this ice that we're looking at on both sides, that connected Asia and that connected Alaska, that's called the Bering Land Bridge. That's what helped these Paleo-Indians, these first humans, to cross over into the Americas for the first time. Now, the temperature would eventually warm, and the Bering Land Bridge does not last forever. It will go away. And those Paleo-Indians will start moving down south. You'll see this pattern of these first humans moving south, and what they're doing is they're following warmer weather. They're looking for better food. This is called being nomadic. Nomadic means that they never stay in one place. They're always going to move towards where they can find food. And they would do this until they would settle into 3 new civilizations. One in Central America, the Maya. One over there in Mexico, that's the Aztec. And one down in South America, that's the Inca. And each of these civilizations would be unique in its own way. And what you'll see is you can see where these 3 civilizations lived. The red is the Aztec, the pink is the Maya, and that huge purple area, that is the Inca. The Mayans were the most advanced out of the 3 civilizations. The Mayans were able to come up with great innovations, like this Mayan calendar that was pretty accurate, or stone pyramids, hieroglyphics as a writing system. So that's why we depicted the Maya as a brain here. The Aztecs, on the other hand, were the strongest of the 3. They were known for their powerful militaries. They were advanced in their own right. You see a picture of what's called a chinampa. That is them creating artificial islands for them to farm on. And they did participate in human sacrifice as a way to please gods. It was religious for them. And then you have the Inca, which are the largest of the 3 civilizations. They were known for terrace farming and for this great city of Machu Picchu on top of a mountain. You could see both of them there, where the Inca were able to actually carve mountains. In the middle picture, you see what's called quipu, which are strings that they use to keep records. And all 3 of these civilizations would actually demonstrate an ability to adapt to their environments. Mayan rainforests, the Aztec swamps, the Inca mountains, they all had to learn how to move, to adapt, to change, learn new ways of farming, how to work their land, in order to thrive as a civilization. But that is the ones that are more down south. If you look up towards where the modern-day U.S. is, you see Native Americans up there too. and they did have different lifestyles based on geography. So different temperatures, different moisture, different rain, different landscapes. It changed the way that they lived. It changed the foods that they were able to eat. But they did all share some things in common, like their common values of family, community, religion, and nature. Here's where we see these houses. We find teepees, we find longhouses and wigwams. We find different foods. Spear fishing becomes the thing for Native Americans. They grow the three sisters. That's corn, that's bean, that's squash. Hunting, like things like buffalo. And different cultural values. They were polytheistic, believed in multiple gods. And typically the leader of their community would be called a chief. One of these groups is one that we typically study more in depth. That's the Iroquois. That's where that spinning arrow is right there. And the Iroquois were a confederacy. That is 5 different tribes, 5 different groups that used to be at war and did come together under the values of peace and unity. What we see is their symbol being an arrow and sort of a flag made of wampum underneath that purple and white symbol. But the Iroquois came together from war to unite under peace. And that was your quick recap of Unit 1. You got some key notes. We see the start of civilization in the Americas, the Maya, the Aztec, the Iroquois. We see how geography impacted lifestyle, different temperature, different moisture, different landscapes. It caused different regions to form where they're able to grow different foods, rely on different things, and had to adapt to their environments in different ways. And Native Americans, we get to see their values. They've valued family, they valued community, nature, and religion. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this helps you remember and recap Unit 1 on Native Americans.